Hello, my friends. I'm Rick, and this is your seat at the table. And this is going to be a short one. It's basically where I'm looking at the channel going here coming up. My MERP, my Miller role-playing game material is starting to wind down. I've got a couple more to do yet, and then I've completed that walkthrough. The same with my Star Wars, my West End Games version of Star Wars. It's starting to wind down. I think there's 5 or 6 more installments to do for that, and we'll keep working on those until they're complete. From that point, I'm going to start looking at possibly doing some Shadowrun material from FASA, because I really like Shadowrun. But as for BattleTech MechWarrior, we're coming up on some significant, I don't want to say significant, but some differences. For example, the next logic progression in the chain for for what we're talking. See, Comstar was the one I just posted, and you probably may or may not have tuned into that one. But the next would be the preferee and the various preferee states, and I don't want to do one while I'm reviewing the game material, the books. That's true. But what I'm thinking is I want to do each preferee power individually as its own video, which means multiple reviews of the same book, right? Just there different sections, which means the videos will be much shorter, much smaller, and time consumption wise. At least that's my thought. The same goes with the intelligence operations. Like I said in a couple of other videos, I kind of glazed over the intelligence networks. These are extremely important segments of each house's power and its way it's projecting and how it does things. And there's so much revolving around the game storylines that involve the intelligence networks. We can do the book and we can go through the highlights of what's in here, but what we're going to do is kind of not do it justice. So what I'm thinking I'm doing is focusing on each individual house and entity's intelligence network as I go. So it'll be, like I said, additionally a number of smaller videos on those topics so I can cover them. In addition to that, I've still got a number of the various unit stuff that's to be done, these supplement books for the BattleTech, and I'm going to be working on those as time goes on. Like I said, I got easily another year's worth of videos on BattleTech alone just to catch up all the books and the game supplements and material. I haven't even gotten into the technical books or any of that stuff yet, which eventually we will do. There's a stack of boxes down here too, game supplement material like Solaris 7 and stuff like that. It's hard. I really want to try to keep things in chronological order, but it's not really going to be feasible to do. Some of these other videos will take a bit more. The dropships and jump ships is going to, I'm not going to go through the individual craft because frankly, there's plenty of other guys out there doing that. And they're doing good jobs of it, and I don't think I really need to do that. But what I want to do is an overview of the game supplement, the book material that they got all that information from, as I have it. But I also have my take on certain things, like the numbers of dropships and manufacturing and combat and things like this for dropships and jump ships, and that will be part of the video, right? In addition to that, I'm looking at possibly doing a series of, I'm not sure what to call it, other than my rant raves on all things related to BattleTech. And this is an example, one of them, the five shared problems of the great houses of the Inner Sphere. What I see as the overall reason why so many centuries of conflict has occurred, aside from Comstar's manipulation and the average arrogance of the House Lords, but the key issues and problems with the Inner Sphere. The situation with the economy, for example, and hubris, and this sense of this convoluted sense of manifest destiny amongst these various houses and these other entities, as well as the meddlings of Comstar and a few other organizations. So that's just a thought on some of the stuff I'm looking at maybe doing and how I'm looking at progressing through them. So when I look at this one book alone, it's got seven entries in here for different intelligence services, and I would have a video for each individual intelligence service because they warrant them, and it gives us a better in-depth view, right? So we have, the Lick, Milo, House Daban, the ISF from House Karita, House Liao's Mescaraka, House Merrick Safe, ROM, Comstars / Word of Blake's intelligence service, the Watch for the clans, just a lot of stuff, lots of good material, and it all kind of needs to be, in my mind, broken down and fixated on, which will also allow me to reduce having these hour-long videos that I've been doing for the big houses, because they're one of the reasons they went so long is because they're that big, they're that much information and that much impact on why the house operates and acts and thinks the way it does, and to get the gist and the flavor of it, we really have to put the time in. So, and I know that the average attention span is probably under 5 minutes for most people, and that's understandable because I'm just as guilty as that on a lot of things too. But there are a lot of other times where the deeper, longer videos have merit and value. And I'm not doing this for monetary reasons, for fame or glory. I'm doing this out of my love of the game, my love of the role-playing and the tabletop wargaming, and it's just my way of giving my 2 cents worth for this beautiful hobby that we all love and share. Till next time, this is Rick, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.